We'll now move to public testimony, and for those that have registered, we'd like you to provide your 2 minutes to your testimony. As you come forward, please state your name and whom you represent. And so our on-deck folks are Janet Thomas from Katy and Hector Garza from Laredo, and now on deck is Thomas Korkmas and William Hussey. I hope I said that correct, William. So, Hector, are you here? Would you please join us? That way I can put 2 people at the table, and it'll help us move just a bit quicker with our public testimony. So, if you'd state your names for the record and hold the mic close to your face. And Ms. Thomas, we'll begin with you.
Good morning. Janet Thomas. I'm from Katy, Texas. I'm here in support of the bill. This bill is anti-crime, pro-national security. In the first 4 days of this month, there were 16 child molesters busted at the border, at the southern border, just in Texas. That's probably 2% of actually what gets through the border. We don't know how many more sex offenders were released. What we do know is on April 14th, there was an illegal alien from Guatemala who was busted, who had been raping a little girl for 2 years, since the time she was 6. And this is what's coming through the border, as well as the murders. In a matter of 2 days in Houston, Texas, there were 2 sex trafficking rings that were broken up in a matter of 2 days. Those are not the only ones that have been busted. Those were just the ones that are extreme, with hundreds. There's probably sex trafficking rings broken up once a week down in Houston, Texas. Earlier this year, there were 10 nail salons and massage parlors that were busted. All of those girls were illegal aliens from Asia, primarily from Vietnam and from Korea. Human trafficking has increased, smuggling has increased, murders have increased, and we also have the threat of terrorism. Earlier in February, there were 4 Middle Eastern men that were busted. They were here. They were Eastern Europeans. They were here to recruit for ISIS. The guy that they charged the other day was the money man, and he is here illegally. He has an immigration hold on him. A couple of weeks ago, there was a American citizen who was murdered by her illegal alien Nigerian fiance. They now have an immigration hold on him. This is not a Hispanic issue. This is merely an illegal alien issue.
Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. Thank you. Mr. Garza.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. Questions of the witness. I was going to do it. I'm sorry, but go ahead. Questions of Mrs. Thomas.
Now, I understand you are testifying for the bill.
Yes, sir.
Right? But you don't live at the border, do you?
No, I do not.
So what you're talking about, you are seeing the crime statewide.
This is correct. And I can tell you, in my subdivision in Katy on the north side of I-10, we've had a stash house busted, and we've had a safe house busted. And people think Katy is an affluent, safe area. We're also subject to this.
Thank you.